2, 1, and we're live.
All right, well, it's time to get high. I'm drinking some. This 8.5 is supposed to be the new shit when it comes to beer.
I can't listen to you just talk with the echo on. Go ahead and drop a funky ass beat.
Let's
for
get
me.
to fucking rapping then. You could just tell me to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up then.
That would be just fine. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, is this that Rouge? Yeah, this guy's got bangers.
This guy's
dude.
got bangers. Hey, don't give away our secrets, man.
It's crazy how many slappers go up on YouTube every single day.
This got over 1 million views. Yeah.
Purple Kush in it bit right now.
I'm gigging, motherfucker. I ain't kidding, motherfucker. I kill a motherfucker right now. I'm gigging, motherfucker. I ain't kidding, motherfucker. I kill a motherfucker right now. Hey, I'm living in the Bay, baby. I'm getting mad pay, baby. Smoking purple haze, baby. I smoke perp for days, baby. Yeah. Purple Kush.
All the Kush is purple.
All the Kush is purple right now.
Got grapes.
Hit it, old man. Give him 4 balls while I smoke this fucking blunt right now.
Take a dab in the motherfucking lab. Got G-R-A to the A-N-G add.
Woo.
I don't know what the fuck I just said, but I'm about to get bread, taking dabs to the head.
Got Kush in my blunt right now. I rolled it up on this cookie tray right now. I got the Ghost OG, I got the Samurai OG, and you playing with me, you gonna get put in the dirt. Put in the dirt. This purple fucking Kush, it really works. It really works. It really works. I need a lighter. Where's the lighter? Where's the lighter? Where's the lighter at? Where's the lighter at? We don't have no flame in this bitch. We don't have no.
Where's the fire?
There's the fire. There's the fire. I'ma get the fire right now.
Hand it over. Hand it over.
Ow. I think you just fucking burnt the shit out of my hand. You burnt me like a motherfucker. Ow. That really hurt, actually. That really fucking hurt right now. I think I really burnt myself right now.
Be careful, that's a flamethrower, bro.
He's just passed the torch, and it hurt me real bad. It hurt me real bad. That shit fucking burned. I feel kinda sad. Yeah, I feel kinda sad, cause I burnt my hand. You a fag. Yeah, Shano's taking fat dabs, and he's taking fat dabs, and he's kind of a fag. He's taking fat dabs, and he's kind of a fag.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Woo. What it do? Fuck you. Hey.
I kill a motherfucker right now. I'm gigging, motherfucker. I ain't kidding, motherfucker. I kill a motherfucker right now.
Hey, yeah.
I'm
Dan
gigging,
smokes
motherfucker. I ain't kidding, motherfucker. I kill
Dan
a
smokes
motherfucker right now. Ooh, yeah.
Not tomorrow, right
Yeah. Dude, this shit slaps. I guarantee you this beat's probably fucking sold though. I'm gigging, motherfucker. I kill a motherfucker right now. New beat.
now. That one fucking got me.
Yeah, you really did burn the fuck out of my hand.
I didn't tell you to grab it by that.
Well, you weren't reaching any farther. New beat.
I think we overdid it a little bit on the length of this table.
A little bit. We might need to take
I
the
feel like you're way over there, bro.
Yeah, we might need to take the leaf out. Alright, let's pick another one.
About to kill that
One more?
motherfucker right now.
One more, then we'll
Yeah,
just
I
head
know.
right on in.
One more to get me ready.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what I fucking hear right now. I like what I'm fucking hear right now. Yeah. I fucking it up. I fucking these sluts. I dump in the truck, don't give me the fuck, I'm going to eat it up.
Licking that butt.
Licking that butt. Licking that butt.
About to bust a nut.
About to bust a nut,
Licking that butt.
Licking that butt. Licking that butt.
Tell him.
Licking that butt.
Yeah.
I'm licking that butt. Hey.
Licking that butt.
I'm licking that butt. I'm licking that butt. I lick that booty real good. Lick that booty good. Yeah.
Give me that torch. Give me that torch. Give me that torch when we out on the porch.
We out on
like
the
I'm
porch.
riding in the Porsche.
Riding in the Porsche. Riding in the Porsche now.
Tell your girl I lick that butt again. Yeah.
Lick
I
that
bust
butt
nut
again. lick that butt again, lick that butt again. I need some butter, man, so I can eat that butt like a butterman.
Yeah, we gotta lick that butt.
We gotta lick that butt. We
Yeah,
gotta lick that butt. Lick that
Gotta
butt.
lick that butt.
Lick that motherfucker.
butt.
Lick that butt.
Lick that butt.
Lick that
Oh
butt.
yeah, girl.
Lick that
Bend over,
butt.
let me lick that butt. Let me lick that
That
butt.
butt.
Bend over, let me lick that butt.
Bend it over.
Yeah, girl, bend it over.
Bend it
Yeah,
over.
let me lick that butt.
I hope all the ladies like to get their butt licked, because me and Shane O'Mac going for the butt licks. We going for the motherfucking butt licks. Licking butt, I lick it good, lick it good, lick it good.
I wanna lick that butt.
I lick that booty real
Wanna lick
good,
that butt.
girl. Licking the butt, with the dick in the butt. Licking the butt, put the dick in the butt, dick in the butt. Licking the butt, put the dick in the butt. Licking the butt, I put my dick in the butt. Dick in the butt, put my dick in the mud. I mean the butt. Put my dick in the butt. Dick in the
Hopefully there's no mud.
Hopefully there's no mud, hopefully there's no mud. That shit would be real gross, real gross. Real gross. Mud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Redwood trees, redwood fucking
Maybe.
trees. We come.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
I grew up in the redwood trees, blowing mad trees, mad fucking trees. Redwood trees,
please.
right above Denzel and Dakota. But
Dakota family.
we won't bring that back. We'll talk about redwood trees and dinosaurs. Redwood trees and dinosaurs.
Redwood trees and dinosaurs.
You're a whore, that's why you like dinosaurs. You're a whore, go fuck a dinosaur.
Hit him.
Hit him with a fucking dinosaur. Dinosaur. That's all I got.
You're a whore.
You're a whore, so go eat a dinosaur. Alright. Well,
I feel like that got the vocal cords going.
on that note, welcome to the Real Ones Podcast, episode 5. I'm your host, Danny Flavors,
And I'm Shane.
and we're back. You taking too big of a dab over there already? I think the last,
Just the right size.
I think the last one you kind of KO'd on me about halfway through. That's all right.
I'm just getting warmed up.
That shit happens. You know?
We're back.
It's really weird going from the reverb to not having it.
Yeah, it is.
Fucks with my ears.
It feels like it should be there for some reason, just because we always have it on. We're fucking around in here.
I know. It's a bad habit.
We're ridiculous.
Oh, look
with
at this
shit.
fucking gangster. I'm
I was wondering why you had Barry over here. You
yeah,
got something
damn
set
it.
up for
That's
me
a
already?
fucking, I just gave you a sneak preview. That's all right. That might just be one of my topics. You never know.
Barry Bonds.
Maybe.
All right, so you got some sports for me. This is supposed to be somewhat a sports podcast.
Yeah, sports. I got a little bit of it all for you.
What you been up to, man? Let's just touch base real quick.
Man, I've been fucking up to here in the music shit, you know?
Grinding, trying to get the EP finished.
Yeah, trying to get the EP finished. I kind of pivoted a little bit. You know, obviously I was going for like a 16-track album. Don't think that's probably the best route for me, so I'm going to try and master 6 of my best tracks and go from there, you know?
Yeah, you got plenty of material. I think the best, game plan-wise, I think the best way to do it is an EP first. You
Just
know what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah.
Being that it'll be your first project that you actually put out.
Shit sounding fire, though, man. Not going to lie. Humbly speaking, like, I never thought I'd sound like that, you know? Shit's dope.
We went and checked out a spot yesterday, potentially the new spot for the podcast.
Yes.
We went and checked it out. We like it.
God, I'm
We're
sorry.
going to try to jump on it.
This ghost is so dank.
Is that, you rolled me one up over here, too? What
I
do
rolled
got?
you the Samurai OG.
Oh.
And we also have some blue cookies. One of our all-time favorites. I bought it because I saw it and I was like, we need some blue cookies. Shit's dank. Got it at
That's
White.
the closest thing I've seen to something that looks and smells like the cut that we grew out in Colorado.
Yeah, this came from White Fire, a club in San Jose. I picked up some. Did a
Pretty tax, huh?
yeah, fucking $20 a gram. I got 10 grams for $199. Not cool, but
We'll have a strain review coming on that one though.
that's why I got it for the strain reviews. So watch for those coming soon. Yeah, we're smoking on Kush. I totally cut you off. We did check out a new possible studio space, which is fucking awesome.
I really hope it works out, man.
I think it's gonna, man.
We should know here sometime in the next couple of days. So hopefully, if we can get in there, that'll kind of be set up more for what we're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we put this together. We had no idea what we were doing really. Now we kind of, it's working. All the sounds working. Everything's starting to come together. So now we need to the next step is to expand into a bigger space where we can have guests and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where I see it going. This would be
is set up great for like a 2-man podcast.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of our podcasts, in the grand scheme of things, will just be kind of just us, this vibe. But I think having a bigger studio and having things set up a little bit different, being able to have guests in there and be comfortable and have a spot to chill, I think it's going to be really sick. It's something that we never had before.
Right.
When we were doing the CCC, it was like a legit studio, a legit, spot to do all this production.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool to finally have somewhere that we can call like home base. Hopefully we get this spot we're talking about. If not, we're going to get something else.
I mean, we're on the hunt. Honestly, I think this is it, though, man. It's walking distance from my house. The landlord's a little kooky, but I think we'll get past that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the perfect spot. It's like the fucking cross street is Humboldt. How do you fucking explain that? You know?
Yeah, there's all kinds of signs there.
Yeah.
All kind of weird number signs and shit too that just make me think that's the one.
It's the one, bro.
It's got the little studio up top too, so it would be perfect. You do all
Sound
the music
studio
stuff up there. Mm-hmm. All the production stuff down below is big enough to where we could have a whole space for the podcast, and then the whole other half of that big room we could use for other sets for the other segments and stuff. I think if we get once we get the spot set up the way we're planning, it's gonna look a lot more like what we envision every time we would kind of game plan about what we want to really do with this shit.
Right, exactly. It's gonna be dope, man. It's right on the corner. I walked by it the other day on my morning walk, honestly, and I was like, that's the one, you know? And I just stopped and just looked over and was like, what made me stop? I don't know, but it was dope. So yeah, hopefully potential, location change, new man cave. And shit, I can't really think of anything else that I've been up to. Just fucking literally obsessing over this music shit, man. Like, I kind of see what they say now when, like, a musician's brain necessarily isn't the fucking most normal brain. Really isn't.
Every time I see you, you're mumbling something. You got headphones on.
Yeah. When this shit, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, like, took a hold of me, kind of. But at least it's not fucking cocaine or something,
No, it's good. I haven't seen you passionate about something
since football
this
really.
much in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely good. I've definitely been getting way more into the videos.
Yeah.
A couple of projects that we've been working on, learning new editing software, all this different shit. It's just, it's kind of like reinvigorated my interest in making content.
Content's changed since fucking 2011,
Yeah.
So.
Definitely excited. Definitely a lot of big things to come. We've been taking baby steps. That's like the one thing since we started doing all this shit again. That's the one thing that's like been cool is we're just making baby steps every day. We're doing something. You know what I'm saying? We're getting where we want to be with this.
Yep.
It's just taking time.
Yep. It's I always said in the past, as long as if you stay in the same spot, that's not good. But I'd rather stay in the same spot and take baby steps than go backwards. As long as we don't go backwards, we're good. And I think we've been, steadily fucking working towards our goal, like you said. So that's all you can do.
Yep.
That's all you can do. Hit me. Enough bullshit.
All you can do.
Enough fucking preaching. Enough bullshit.
Are you ready?
Your first
you
one.
Did your homework. Oh, one thing we should probably mention before we move on.
Say it.
We are going to start doing some segments.
Yeah.
On the show, on the podcast, like separate from the other segments that we're doing in the videos and stuff. I don't know if I have them written down. We're gonna do what was it? Song of the week, word of the week.
Right.
Another one is we want to reach out to the viewers
for the meme thing.
That also, and
my bad.
also just user submitted content.
Yeah.
So we're gonna set up an email for that probably starting on the next episode, and you guys will be able to send in whatever the fuck you want,
videos, voice memos,
shit that you make. Go on a rant about something, do a little freestyle, fucking any just
we need
cool
to do
shit that you make that you give us permission to play on the podcast.
Yeah,
if you guys have questions for us, we might do some of those.
We need to do weekly rants.
Whatever you guys want, send it in. We'll probably pick 3 things every week and go over them on the on the podcast. Fuck.
We're a little faded. We're smoking some good Kush out of some Dutchies. I've been on the Dutchies hardcore lately. Fucking shout out Dutch,
like 'em.
Fucking Dutch masters.
Ever since Europe.
Yeah, man. Dutches are. I've been on them for a minute. I just got honestly, I don't know. When you do something long enough, you get sick of it. And I got sick of the backwoods. They're a little harsh.
I still love joints.
I don't like Swishers, but this is a hybrid. I do
like.
I do like the way Swishers smoke. And this is a hybrid between a backwood and a Swisher. So I fuck with Dutches.
All right, first one I got is what are dreams made of, and where do we go when we dream?
What are dreams made of? Hold on, I'm not good at multitasking. All right, we're back. What?
What are dreams made? You just sung it. You're asking me what? What are dreams? Where the fuck do we go when we dream?
Man, you always come with these questions like I'm fucking some rocket science. Dreams.
I'm not expecting you to have the answer.
No. I got you. Dreams are simply. Dreams are what it is like our brain thinking while we're asleep, right? It's like. It's like our brain's still active while we're asleep. Dreams. Dreams are unexplainable.
Look it up. Let's see what Google has to say about it.
I know that.
What are dreams?
So I know that.
Where do we go when we dream?
I know that dreams. When you're dreaming, your brain is releasing a chemical. I don't know what it is, but I know DMT releases the same chemical. What are?
DMT doesn't release a chemical. DMT is a chemical that your body naturally produces.
Yeah, something like that. A series of thoughts. Yeah, so thoughts. I said they were thoughts. The brain is still active. Images and sensations occurring in a person's mind during sleep.
And then there's REM sleep. There's like different types of sleep. There's like different levels of like brain activity that determines how asleep you are.
I think you only dream in REM sleep. From what I know.
But my point, what the fuck is it? Where do we go? My thing is I have some weird ass dreams, bro.
I think
some dreams that I cannot explain. And dreams about shit that you think you forgot. That somehow is still just way back there in your subconscious.
Whew, these things are hitting, bro. I'm fucking stoned. Yes, okay, like, if you want me to get really weird and deep on dreams, I can do that too, because, like...
Hit it.
If you really think about dreams, bro, like, they could be so many fucking things, right? They could be, like, it could be when you fall asleep, you go to another dimension. You know what I'm saying? And you're
That's what I'm saying.
Like, boom, we're just hopping from one dimension to the next. Like, we're awake in this dimension, we're asleep in dimension Z, and then we wake up in dimension A, and then we go to sleep, and we're in dimension L, then we wake up in A, then we go to fucking P, then we wake up in A, then you know?
Do you ever have a dream about something, and then something... Basically, the same situation plays itself out in real life. Even like simple things, simple conversations. You'll have a dream and somebody's in it who you haven't seen or thought of in a long time, and then all of a sudden you see them or hear from them.
And it's really weird. Like, I remember when my stepbrother passed away. for like 2 years after that, dude, I would always have dreams with him in it, bro. And I would wake up and I would think he was alive. I swear to God. It would take me like an hour. Like, like I would figure it out within being like maybe 15 minutes awake. But like when you're kind of still waking up and you're in that like half asleep, half awake, I would really think he was alive, dude. And I would like have to sit there and be like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the dreams were so real. Like, that's what's weird about dreams too. It's like, is it people visiting you from the afterlife? Like,
It's just the
are
fact
you going to the afterlife and then coming back to reality? Like, dreams can be.
Click on that how stuff
Anything.
works link. What are dreams?
Where? Right here?
First thing right there. I just want to know. I don't know. I always heard when I was a kid that like scientists didn't know what dreams really were,
Yeah.
or like what your brain is doing when you're dreaming, or like,
I mean, this I think is what we're gonna get from most people, right?
Ancient cultures put so much into like dreams and premonitions and like, nowadays dreams to us are just like some weird shit that or just sometimes not weird, but dreams are just like this weird thing that happens to us that we don't really understand, can't explain.
And you really just,
back in the day, people at certain cultures used to like put a ton of meaning into dreams,
Yeah.
and it used to
now
like,
we just kind of
have
like
effect on real
we
life.
forget about them. Now we just shrug them off. Like, this is what we're gonna get though. Dreams are images and imagery, thoughts, sounds, and voices, and subjective sensations experienced when in sleep. I mean,
It's like your brain is sleeping. Why aren't we dreaming all the time? And how come sometimes you can remember, like you wake up, you remember a dream,
yeah.
and you remember it really well, and then sometimes you don't.
But then it'll come back to you. Like, that's what I think deja vu is too. It's just remembering a dream like late in the day. You know what I'm saying? When you're like, whoa, I feel like I've been here. But I think it's just your brain like remembering what you dreamed of. I don't know. Deja vu is another. Like, have you ever experienced that, dude?
How about this?
Huh?
How about this?
What?
Do you ever have recurring dreams?
I need that fucking torch.
Like where you have the same dream multiple times?
No, so I haven't had that.
I have.
I haven't.
I was
you
a
burnt
kid,
my fucking hand, dude.
You burnt your hand, dude.
I'm not letting you live that down.
Look at me. I got one right here.
Oh,
I
dude.
burned my hand a couple days ago, too.
I just grabbed this bitch by the fucking horn.
I did mine in the kitchen, though. Okay, recurring dreams. That's really what made me think about all this and, like, makes me interested in dreams, right?
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I used to have a dream, not even when I was a little kid, from the time I was maybe, like, 8 or 10 to the time I was maybe 14, 15.
Uh-huh.
I had a dream maybe, I don't know, it seemed like once or twice a year that there was a fucking volcano in Boulder Creek.
Oh, shit. Watch out, everybody.
And I would always be, whew, these are fucking hitting, dude. I would always be at my grandparents' house, and that big hill right there,
Yeah.
And I would always be running downhill from the lava, and the whole time just thinking like, I'm fucked, I'm going downhill,
Yeah.
but there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then you wake up, right?
And then I'm always running to like try to beat it right there by the country club,
Right.
where it like flattens out. I'm always right there trying to beat it and get like further uphill, but it's coming from downhill, so it's catching me.
Right.
I always wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens in the
Weird.
dream. I never die. I always wake up.
Those dreams are weird. It's almost like our brain's just training us for, like, instinctual fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like those kind of dreams are just teaching our brain to watch out for danger and, like, react to danger almost, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know what they mean. I've had a ton of other weird, sometimes you have weird dreams where you wake up and you go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? I don't know. It's just a weird one.
Dreams, I mean, honestly, that was a tough one for me. I'm not going to lie. Like, dreams, dreams. Yeah, I don't know.
And then people always use the word dreams to describe, like, their goals and aspirations.
Yeah, I mean,
people always say, like, what are your dreams? But they don't mean, like, what are your dreams? What do you dream about? You know?
I wonder why where did that correlation come from? Because dreams aren't good all the time. You could have a nightmare, but like goals are dreams now. But like, where did that connection like?
And how about the fact that like when you stop smoking weed,
Yeah.
you start having dreams like crazy. I used to have dreams a lot when I was a kid. Maybe the reason I don't have that dream anymore is because I stopped having it about the time I started smoking weed every day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you think about it, like about that time, like nowadays I have dreams, but it goes back to that first thing where like sometimes you remember them in detail, sometimes you vaguely remember them. Now I feel like I wake up and I lay there half asleep and I'm like kind of waking up but processing the dream I just had, and I can remember it, but as soon as I'm up and awake, I can't remember it anymore.
That's how I am too. Like, I don't really remember it once I'm fully awake. That's weird. Dreams.
But how come when you stop smoking weed, all of a sudden you start having dreams again?
I don't know.
Like, I basically smoked weed every single day for 10 years. And then last year I stopped for like 2.5 months.
Damn.
Like 70-something days.
That's hard, dude.
Yeah, for the first time in 10 years, dude.
Why did you do that?
I stopped for fucking 70-something days.
Damn.
Just because I had never done it, dude, and I wanted to see if I could do it. I couldn't sleep for shit. Like, bro, for the first month, it was so hard for me to sleep. I would try to go to bed at normally like I do, 11, 12.
Yeah.
I would lay there till like 2, 3, 4 in the morning and then get like a couple hours sleep. I had to do a ton of exercise to be able to like
wear
relax
yourself
and
out.
sleep. Yeah.
I'm already like that, and I smoke so much weed, and I still have to like go get a nice hour workout and just straight burning calories to even sleep. You know.
Yeah, man. I don't know. And then I started smoking weed again, and then pretty much as soon as I started smoking weed, the dreams just dipped off.
They do.
What is it about that?
I don't know, but are dreams healthy? I don't know if dreams are healthy. I
feel like it's a natural thing,
I think
right?
a good night's sleep without your brain functioning is probably better, right?
I'm wondering if it is healthy. You know what I mean? It seems like it's if you're completely sober, it's a natural thing that happens to most people a lot. And that being said, it's not like I don't dream anymore.
I'm just saying nightmares.
Since I have started smoking weed again, I still do dream.
Nightmares aren't though.
Yeah, nightmares aren't good. That's different.
But
like, what makes you have nightmares or dreams? Like,
I mean, a nightmare is a dream.
No, it is, but it's a bad. Like, what makes you have good dreams versus bad dreams? Does it have to do with your mind state and things that are going on in your life?
That's what I'm saying.
For real at that time,
a nightmare is not healthy. Like, a night's sleep, being a stoner without dreams, is healthier than somebody waking up in a cold sweat, fucking scared to death.
But how do we know if we don't even know what a fucking dream is, dude?
I don't know, but you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck our brains are, dude.
All right.
Like, what if it's what if it's our fucking creator trying to send us fucking decoded messages in our sleep?
He's doing that. He's doing fucking this.
I'm just saying, dude. It could literally
Daniel
be anything.
is going to dream G47295 tonight.
It sounds crazy, but that's what people used to think.
I know.
You know, so that's what some people probably do think today.
It's just as possible as the Big Bang.
And who's to even call them crazy for thinking that? Like, who? I don't know. It's crazy. It's one of those things that it's part of the human experience. Everybody has had a dream. Everybody has dreams. Yeah. Everybody has nightmares, you know? And none of us really know what the fuck they mean or what's going on.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right. Dreams. Dreams. California dreaming. All right, number one for me. This might be a quick one, dude, but I don't know. I just thought of it and I wrote it down. What the fuck, dude? What's up with Alabama's running backs, man? Have you noticed that they all look the same?
Football.
They all look the same every year. Fucking Derrick Henry, dude. They're all just beasts.
You mean look the same in
they just
the
look
sense
like
that they're the most insanely gifted physical athletes?
They look like a damn create your own player in fucking NCAA.
Dude, that's like, how people are. I mean,
like, look at this is Derrick Henry. I'm pretty sure. I could be completely wrong.
Dude, that's almost every guy in the NFL looks like a freak now.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying? Like, the human body is changing.
College, though. This is college, dude.
Yeah, but he's headed to the NFL.
Look at,
okay, why do all of Alabama's running backs look like that? Because they get all the best players. You know?
But, like, dude, It's insane. Like from Mark Ingram, there was a list. I don't know. I lost it. There's a list. There's like Mark Ingram, Eddie Lacy, Derrick Henry. Dude, they're all just fucking beasts, man.
Dude, I don't even.
Beasts.
You know me.
Like, definitely the best college of running backs.
To be real, I don't watch that much college football. But what I do know about college football is all the best schools in the country, like the top 5, recruit all the best players. If you're one of the best players in the country, you want to go to fucking Alabama, USC, Ohio State. There's, you could name 9 or 10 schools that are definitely in the top 10, and then 3 or 4 that everybody wants to go to. So as the result of that, it makes recruiting for those schools really easy. Yeah. Everybody wants to go play for them. They get the big name coach
Saban is a G.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, I'm just saying, they literally look like a create your own player every fucking year. I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucker is 6'2", fucking 240 pounds of straight solid muscle, runs a fucking 4.3, like, every fucking year, dude. And most of the time they got the blonde dreads coming out the back too. It's like they're just cloning people down there, man. It's crazy,
Dude, that's just athletes now.
I mean, good. Hey, props to them. I'm not hating or anything. I'm just, that shit's crazy how they can just fucking get running backs like that every fucking year, just year in, year out. Alabama's gonna have the fucking #1 rusher.
People are getting bigger, stronger, faster. It's interesting to see which ones of these top recruits, though, especially the running backs, end up doing well in the NFL.
I mean, yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with, like, these guys are also playing behind the best offensive linemen
that's true.
In college football.
Because, none of them...
They're playing against a bunch of small programs.
None of them have really balled out like crazy. Like, Eddie Lacy did pretty good with the Packers and shit. And now I think he's... I don't know.
He just has a bunch of weight problems.
Yeah.
But he hasn't really had a productive career overall. I don't think they really got what they wanted out of him.
Ingram did all right. Man, fucking another thing. Dude, running backs don't get paid shit, dude. Like, being a running back blows, man.
But I think it has a lot to do with because that's usually the most athletic kids growing up play usually running back and corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of just what you're going to see. There's the talent pool is so much bigger to pick from every year.
This is a pretty good stat right here. This shows you, man.
And they're so prone to injury, man.
Running backs, average career length in years, 2.57. 2.57 years is all you're going to play as a running back. A receiver ain't much better, though, 2.81. Quarterbacks, 4.4. But fucking running backs don't get paid jack, man.
Yeah. I mean, they used to. You used to see running backs get... The main thing is the really, really good ones do. Like, I think Le'Veon Bell right now, his whole contract, he says he wants like $14.5 million or whatever.
Right.
I think when you look at his production on the field, he's probably worth that. But I'm just so hesitant when I look... football is the one sport... I'm really careful when I look at like individual performance. You know what I'm saying? Because it's such a team sport.
The game is
the quarterback
too.
Can't hit anybody. He can't hit a receiver if he's on his back every single play.
No.
A running back can't have a good average and have a good season if he's getting hit behind the line on half of his carries.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Nope. You're right. It's like definitely fucking a 22-man sport.
As a Bronco fan, we've had a garbage line for the last like 5-6 years, and Peyton Manning could kind of handle it, just out of the shotgun, quick hits. But when you have a bad line, it's hard to cover it up unless you have like a legendary quarterback, and a good line can make an average quarterback and an average running back look a lot better.
It's true. You're right.
As good as Ezekiel Elliott is, he's played behind one of the best lines, and he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but he's played behind like one of the best lines in football the last 3 or 4 years. I think if you plugged a lot of backs that struggle in the NFL
behind that
into that team, their performance would go up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the game's changing though too. Like, it's I would say it's fucking 80% pass now, right? They pass every fucking down, dude. It's either that or like a draw.
Dude, you think it is because that's what excites you. And obviously they're doing it more and more. Like the percentage of pass plays goes up every year, but
pretty
it's
high.
not as high as you think it is. It's
Really?
nowhere near 80. I think it's maybe like 55, 60.
Really?
There's a lot of runs, man. There's a lot of teams that still try to
Just pound it. I
try
mean,
to
that's
do
how
that
you
old
control
school.
the game.
That's
Yeah,
how you control
you're
the
right, yeah.
clock. You know, if you do have one of those good lines, like Dallas is a
Just
good
fucking
example for the
pound
last
it,
few
yeah.
years. They just pound the rock, man.
Yeah, and then that's when the play action opens up. You're right. I guess we probably just ignore the runs because it's like not that fucking.
Like the Saints
like,
last year, they had Drew Brees for all these years, and they've haven't had much of a run game.
Yeah.
Last year they had a good line, good run game, and look how much he had to do way less, and they were a way better team. You know what I mean?
I'm high.
Yeah.
I'm really high.
That's the point.
I'm gonna roll another blunt though.
Fuck yeah. Where's
your
hand me
fucking
hand me that torch so I can get a dab going here.
torchy fucking torture? That was
All right.
that was kind of a boring one. I'm sorry.
No, dude, I just want to hear what's on your mind. Don't matter. Boring, exciting, depressing, happy, indifferent. That's the point.
Alabama running backs are fucking beasts. That's all I'm saying, people. Next topic.
This one is a perfect example. It's interesting to me, but also kind of depressing.
Oh shit. All right.
How many species go extinct every year? Look that up.
How many?
And what are some of the dope animals that have gone extinct?
How many?
Because I've seen these on a couple of documentaries, and there's all kinds of cool looking shit that if you saw today, you'd be like, wow.
How do you
that's
spell
crazy.
extinct?
Extinct.
I got it right. Go extinct.
You should not be proud of that.
Every year. 150 to 200 species of plants, insects, birds, and mammals become extinct every 24 hours?
Get the fuck out.
This is nearly 1,000 times the natural or background rate. And
What the fuck is the background rate?
many biologists say it's greater than anything the world has experienced since the vanishing of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Woo! All right.
Dude.
We are in for a ride. Dude, what the fuck? I thought it was going to say every year. 150 to 200 species every 24 hours.
I wonder what the majority of those species are.
I mean, I would imagine a lot of ocean ones.
That's what I'm wondering. I wonder if it's a lot of like reef life and.
So what do I type in next? Most recent extinct. Most recent
extinct animals?
Species? Or animals?
Either one should be fine, sir.
Okay. Final answer. West African black rhinoceros. No way, we lost the rhino?
That particular one.
Just the West African one.
Yeah,
The
they
black
get
one.
hunted for the ivory, I think, right?
Oh.
They got that big horn.
The Pyrenean ibex. Ooh, dude, that's a badass fucking thing too. Ibex is
Passenger pigeon, that's one that we hunted out of extinction like way back in the day, like I don't know, the early 1900s or sometime 1800s or some shit.
the quagga.
They were like one of the most abundant birds, and we just literally hunted them into extinction.
Because we're dumb as fuck. The quagga, what's that?
I don't know, look it up.
A quagga? I don't know. Caribbean monk seal, the sea mink, the Tasmanian tiger, the Tacopa pupfish. Yeah, see, there's quite a
Tasmanian tiger, you ever looked at those?
No, are those dope?
Yeah, those are trippy. That's another one that I think went extinct in like the last 100 years.
Tasmanian tiger. Whoa. This thing looks trippy. What the fuck is this? This is like a dog. Is this it? Am I on the right thing here?
Yep, that's it.
That's a Tasmanian tiger?
Yep.
Whoa. I want one of those as a pet, dog.
They used to have those in the circus and shit.
Where'd they go?
They're extinct.
How does that happen? We don't like keep them in zoos and shit and keep them fucking?
How weird is that thing, dude? It looks like a half a dog, and the other half is a tiger.
And like a rat, tail.
It does not look like a tiger at all, though. It looks like a dog.
It's a dog. Yeah, it's a straight. There's there's no real pictures of them. I guess this is a real picture. They must be old. Is that a real picture?
Yeah.
That's a weird fucking thing, bro. This is a real picture?
But dude, what did it say? 250 a day?
100.
Let's just say, okay, let's say that's
150 to 200.
Let's say that's an extreme exaggeration, and 50 die a day. How fucked up is that, man?
That's pretty fucked. I mean, I have a firm belief that we are causing, like, the majority of it, too. There's people out there that are like, oh, no, you're wrong, but...
Certainly a percentage of it. I mean, the debate, you can
say
have a debate on how much.
I'd say we're increasing it by a good amount. We're accelerating it by at least 50%. Like, dude, you can't tell me we're not accelerating this shit.
What do I believe? Yeah, I believe that's true. What do I know for sure? Nothing. I don't know anything. You know what I mean? I'm not a fucking scientist, but...
I don't know, yeah.
In my fucking heart of hearts, I think you're probably right. I think humanity as a whole probably has a much bigger effect than we think is even possible. At the same time, I think there's natural things and there's a cycle, you know, in life and with the climate and shit, and that shit's gonna happen regardless of whether we're here or not,
yeah.
And whether we want to go hang out at the beach and fucking have snow in Tahoe, and the world doesn't, the Earth doesn't give a fuck.
No, the Earth just is doing its thing.
You know,
it's been here for billions of years, right?
Yeah, and there's been plenty of periods of warming and cooling, but the reality is that like the climate is changing right now.
For sure. Big time.
And we are going to have to adjust the way we live, where we live, how we live.
I want to meet that guy.
That's what I was saying. I
want to be standing right.
That's what I was saying on the last episode, man. We got to bring him back.
I'm down. I'm looking up pictures of extinct animals right now. Not getting much, but...
Saber-tooth tiger.
I am really sad that we lost these guys.
That's a saber-tooth tiger up top.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, that looks like CGI.
Pretty sure they could bring those back if they wanted to.
I think that's CGI, but that is dope.
That's what it looked like, though.
That's sick.
How crazy would it be to see one of those? But then you get into the debate of, like, what do? You know? Do you bring things like this back? If something goes extinct, do you step in? If we get to the point... one day where the technology is really good and super reliable, is that something that we do? Do you cross that line?
Mm-mm.
What if we're the ones directly involved and there's no disputing it? What if we're the direct reason that a species goes extinct that otherwise would be flourishing?
Then we should bring them back. Yeah.
So it's not just a black and white thing.
No, there would have to be like a court and like a jury and like a judicial system that just deals with that specifically.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
No, for real though. Like, I think that's something that we need to think about, dude.
Be like, oh no, this doesn't govern for species reincarnation.
Because, dude, if that many if that's a real statistic and that many species are going extinct every day,
we're coming up pretty soon.
How many fucking species of different animals are on the planet? Look that one up. That should be a mind-bending number if they have that.
Yeah, hey, we could do some math right now. All right, so what are we looking at? How many
different species exist on the Earth?
How many species
species of life
currently exist?
Because that original stat said plants and insects too, or just insects and animals?
Plants, insects, and mammals.
So living species.
Yeah. 8,700,000 species.
What the fuck?
Give or take 1.3 million.
That's fair.
Estimated total number of species on Earth. So, let's divide that by, let's take 8 million, okay? Right?
Right.
Let's just do 8 million divided by 200. We got 40,000, something. I don't know where I was going with that.
I need a beer. You need a beer?
Yep, I need a beer. So,
Just ordered some.
where was I going with that, dude? 8. There's
You're
8.
trying to figure out what percentage of the.
No. Okay, so there's 8 million species. Okay, follow me. It popped back into my head.
Gotcha. 8 million species.
8 million species. There is 150 to 200 species going extinct every day. So I took the higher number, 200. I took 8 million species on Earth and I divided it by 200 per 24 hours. I got 40,000. We have 40,000 days left until we're extinct. Because even if that's saying, do you get what I'm saying? Right now, let's say 200 species go extinct every 24 hours. That's what that said, right? 150 to 200. So let's just take 200. Nice even round number. 200 species are going extinct every 24 hours, right? There's 8 million species on Earth. Okay? And we're one of those, right? Say we're the very last one to go. If you take 8 million species and you divide it by 200 species per day, then you get 40,000 days. That's how long we have left, according to the math.
Dude, what the fuck?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's divide.
So that
let's
number
divide,
can't be right,
let's
right?
divide
Okay,
this.
hold on.
Let's divide this by 365.
Hold up 1 second.
That's 109 years.
109 years will be fully extinct.
Yeah. That according to the numbers that I have been given.
I guess if I had to think about it that way, maybe that makes sense.
109 years, everybody. 109.589041.
Man, that's crazy.
You like my math?
I followed about half of it, but that was a science lesson right there.
You got it at the end, though.
Yeah, I mean, if there's somebody smarter than us in the comments, please let us know if that is a bullshit number.
I think I nailed it.
Because if there's really 250 species going extinct every day, not only will we go extinct in a certain amount of time, like you're saying, or whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you. But not only will we go extinct in a certain amount of time, just mathematically that way, like you're talking about it.
Right.
But think about the impact that it'll have on the environment if we lose some of those species. Like there's always
bees.
talk about, yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. There's always talk about honeybees and what's gonna happen if the bees go extinct.
We can't lose the bees, man.
Or certain other
I'm a bee.
animals.
Fuck.
Certain other animals that are crucial to certain ecosystems and shit, you know?
Hey, I know, man. This shit's gonna get real, dude. According to that math, if we only have 109 years left, around year 50, it's gonna be real weird.
Hey, I got mooned. I got fucking blue moon.
You got moon, dog. Ah.
The fuck? I didn't think we had any of these.
Fucking mooner.
Oh, I'm drinking blue moon then.
This 805 is pretty good.
That's fire.
Yeah.
All right, where were we? What the fuck are we talking about here?
I don't know. We were talking.
How many species go extinct? Yeah, man.
Yeah, my math.
fucked up.
My math was great. That's where we were at.
I think I made the point with that one though.
Yeah.
That it's crazy when you really sit down and think about it, bro.
Was that dreams?
No. Man, how many species?
Oh.
What the fuck are we doing?
What was the root? What was the root one though? Like what's?
How many species go extinct every year? Then you pulled up the stats and you dropped hella math on me.
Yeah.
It was honestly way more than I was expecting.
I'm the mathematician.
Like even low end, say it's 100 species a day. What if some of those are crucial? What if some of those are really important? If it's 100, how many? If it's 200, how many of those are due to natural causes?
Right.
Would have happened whether we were here with our footprint or not?
The bottom line.
And how many of them are a direct result of our actions?
Being a mathematician if it's only 100, then we only have 218 days left.
I thought it was like 110 years.
That's if it's 200 a day. If it's 100 a day, then you double it.
If it's 100 a day, then it's less. We have more time.
We have
if it's
218 days left. If it's 200 a day,
I thought you said we had 100 years. We only have 100 days left?
No, years. I mean years.
What the fuck are you talking about? Let's move on.
We're moving on.
What you got for me, partner? What the
dude,
fuck?
It's crazy. There's places on Earth still that have insane weed laws, dude. I was thinking about it the other day. I was talking to it with my roommate. I was talking about it with my roommate, dude. I think Bali. Let's look at Bali weed laws, right? You're gonna fucking shit your pants. It carries the fucking death penalty, from what I understand, dude.
There's a couple countries like that.
Yeah, man.
What is it in North Korea? What happens if you get caught smoking weed in North Korea?
I don't know.
They probably chop your dick off and then your head.
Shit's nuts, dude. And then I think I already had something pulled up here because I fucking cheated. Let's see.
Very.
Strictest weed laws right here. Look at this. So number 1, United Arab Emirates, dude. That's what they're putting number 1. I think the death penalty is in Bali. I'm not sure though. But right here, this is even crazy to think about though. When we live in a place where you can literally go buy it in a fucking store.
Residual amounts can land you 4 years in prison.
Dude, residual amounts. That's
the minimum jail
That's
sentence.
like what's on my fingers right now. Like, oh, we test
like if a dog sniffs you.
Yeah, if your shit tests positive.
If your shit smells like weed.
Yeah. So United Arab Emirates, even if you smell like weed, pretty much, you're getting a mandatory 4-year prison sentence, minimum sentence. Crazy.
Trafficking, you're looking at death penalty.
Yeah, see, there we go. Trafficking, fucking death penalty right away. Just okay, kill him. Like what?
And yes, also having detectable levels of any drug in your bloodstream also counts as possession. So here, if you get pulled over and you get pulled over for a DUI and you get tested and you have crack in your blood, but there's no crack on you, you don't get charged for possession. You definitely still get charged with the DUI. Out there, if they find anything in your blood, you get charged as possessing that because it's in your blood.
Dude,
Technically,
this is
you are
crazy.
possessing it
Like,
in
we
your
need
blood.
to know this type of shit as like smokers. Like, it just says right here, like, make sure you're aware of customs and laws before traveling there. Like, if you smoke a fat blunt and then
there's an advertisement for the cannabis cup right under it.
No, but dude, if you smoke a fat blunt and then you fly direct there, like, there's a good chance that you might get pulled in customs, you know? And then you might be fucked. And then you're looking at the death penalty? Like,
I don't fuck around at the airport, man.
dude, if you smoke a blunt and then you fly to fucking, it's going to still be in your blood, right? They test your ass, boom, death penalty. Watch out, people.
No, not for.
No, look, it says having any detectable levels of drug in your bloodstream counts as possession.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Would that be trafficking if you're on a plane with it and if you're high on a plane?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out, dude.
I mean, that's how I'm
Who knows with these loopholes it might be? That's kind of how I would interpret it, right?
At the least, even if I'm wrong, you're still getting 4 years when you touch down. In the United Arab Emirates.
That's fucked up. Keep going. Does it have more countries?
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, go to next one. This is one of these. Why does everything look like this these days?
I don't know. Just clickbait. Fucking.
It's all clickbait.
More different ads, you know.
You got to go each page to find.
Indonesia. Yeah, this is Bali.
Wow,
So,
really?
hey, this is Bali. So yeah, I'm pretty sure my geography's not that great, but I think Bali's in Indonesia. So this is probably the death penalty too. Let's see.
I was wondering why it's so cheap to go here.
Though the United States Embassy will help you out if you're arrested, know that Indonesia has a complicated history when it comes to foreigners and drugs. Well, at least the U.S. might help you there. I don't really see... Oh, here we go.
If you have over 1 kilogram of marijuana or over 5 grams of cocaine or heroin, you typically receive life imprisonment.
Life for 5 grams of weed.
Jail time for trafficking any of these substances ranges from 5 to 15 years in prison. Jesus. And the
Wow.
Indonesian Anti-Narcotics Agency can sentence you to death if you traffic more than the above quantities.
Whoa.
Wow.
If you have a kilo of weed.
Sentences for possession of these drugs range from 4 to 12 years in prison, and fines are tens of thousands of US dollars.
1 kilogram is like 2 pounds of weed. You get caught with 2 pounds of weed, you're going to jail for life.
Dude, thank God we were born here.
It's crazy.
Not only that, but places within the United States that have way stricter weed laws where you're looking at serious jail time for a ridiculously small amount of weed, you know?
Wow, number 3 is Japan.
Yeah, they don't fuck around in Japan either.
Most expensive in the world. Most expensive weed in the world, $58.30 a gram, dude. I'm bitching about
Zero
20.
tolerance policy when it comes to marijuana. Japanese drug users can expect up to 5 years jail time for a first offense.
Wow, don't fuck around in Japan, man. God, this is
How crazy
nuts.
is that? They have they have sex hotels you can go to, and you can just rent. You can rent a room for an hour and just go in there and fuck and do whatever you want. Blow loads all over the walls.
Yeah.
Take a shit in there on the floor,
Fucking
and then
shit
fucking
in their
leave.
eye, fucking do whatever. Like,
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
But you can't
You can
have
take a
this.
hooker in there and have all the fucking fun you want.
but you can't have this.
But you can't have weed.
You can't have a plant that fucking grows out of the ground, dude, and it is not manipulated in any way before ingestion. Like, what?
It's crazy, man.
Fuck that shit, man. The world is a weird place.
It's crazy how different things are when you go from
Why?
one place to
No,
another.
seriously, why is this drug looked at so bad, man? If you think about even alcohol, the shit I'm drinking right now is making me feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's crazy.
This shit right here is manipulated. Like, this isn't natural, you know? This is man-made. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know how a distillery works or whatever, how you make alcohol, whatever. I know that you have to manipulate. There's a certain way to make it, right? This literally grows out of the fucking ground. You cut it, you dry it, you trim it, and you smoke it.
It was already growing before we got here.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally another species on this planet, right? If you really think about it. If you go deep, this is a species, right? It literally grows out of the ground. You cut it, and you could smoke it.
Hey, weed ain't going extinct until the last motherfucker is extinct.
Yeah, straight up. I'll be holding that shit
The
tight.
last two species left on Earth will be man and weed.
Yeah.
That'll be the last two fucking
For
things
sure.
left, dude.
Man and weed. Fucking riding it out together, man. We'll see you at the end.
Yeah, it's crazy though. I remember, I forget, was it you I was talking about the other
Man
day?
and weed riding it out together.
I came out of fucking 7-Eleven with a 6-pack, and I was talking about. I saw a guy standing outside, and he wasn't having a good day.
Not
you
his
know?
best day, no.
And I thought about, like, it's crazy how fucked up you can get for $10
$10, dude.
at your
$10
local liquor store,
dude, you
and
get
it's perfectly
faded.
legal. Perfectly legal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can't drive on it. You're not supposed to.
You
A
can't
lot of
really
people are.
really drink it in public.
If you
either,
go out
but-
on fucking 2:00 on a Friday night around here, you better be careful
Yeah.
how you're driving. You know what I'm saying? Not you, for the other person.
I do Uber now. Fuck that bullshit.
I'm just saying, man.
Driving drunk. Yeah.
Way too many people do it.
I know. It's
You
fucked
know?
up, man. Dumb. Fucking dumb. Just Uber.
But-
Fucking Uber, that shit's cheap. Costs you like probably $7. to
But
get-
yeah, I think like you're saying, how crazy it is that weed laws are in different places. Like
It's fucked up.
each country, each place where the laws are different has an entirely different story about how they got to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like we have our own crazy fucked up story, and now you look at our situation, and it's ridiculous at this point. We're like one country, but really we're kind of like a bunch of different countries.
Oh, we're a joke.
in that sense,
Yeah.
you know.
People are looking at us like, what are they doing? You know, like in Alabama, it still carries what I think to be like a significant crime. I could be wrong, but you know, like different parts of our country treat it so differently. It's stupid, but
It's really interesting to travel abroad and see how people from other
now I honestly didn't know France was on this list.
Purple Kush.
So like, what I was about to say is like Europe's got the same thing going on because in Spain they got a ton of fucking legal consumption clubs. Here, France, part of Europe, right? Like literally right above Spain, uh, is making this list. So it's like we're not the only dumb motherfuckers. You know, Europe doesn't know what the fuck they got going on either. Like Spain, totally down for the movement. France, not so much. Let's see here. Between possession, personal use, trafficking, blah blah blah. I'm not really seeing a fucking sentence here or anything. Imposed jail time for a variety of drug possession offenses. Even a small amount of marijuana could get you in trouble. Blah blah blah. Sounds like they take it semi-serious there still. It's probably like what would be the equivalent of like a felony, right?
It's a worldwide issue, man.
That's
That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yeah, I'm just rambling on, but pretty much what's fucked up is like, I think the globe, the fucking planet as a whole should just come up with a common solution to make this natural fucking plant legal and available to the people.
Yeah, but then you're talking about world government, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about that would be the first time ever in the history of humanity that all different cultures and all different communities and countries, different mixes of people from across the globe come together on one thing and decide this is how we're going to do it. That would never work with religion.
Happen.
Some countries are still dominated by certain religions.
Yeah.
You know, and people have way different beliefs. Like, it's crazy to see how much things have shifted in our country just in the last, 20 years?
I mean,
you know?
Yeah.
At least people's
Obviously,
outward opinions. Maybe people felt this way all along, but, you know, nowadays people are way more open about marijuana and just drug use in general, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. It's a fucking plant, dude.
I wish I could see what things are going to look like in 20 years, 50 years.
It's a fucking
I'm obsessed
plant.
with that, man. I always think about, like, what's the world going to look like?
We just gotta live it out and see, man.
I hope we get to.
We probably won't, but we'll see.
Hey, man. I'll be dropping that. On that note.
Sorry, I'm trying to roll this blunt. I've been trying to roll it forever. It's like falling apart.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there.
I got faith in you, man.
I know you do.
All right.
I'm a little faded over here, so I apologize. Let's move on.
I got another.
That was a good one, though.
Definitely. I got another one for you here that I'm interested to hear which one you'll go with personally.
Hit me.
Would you rather be deaf or blind?
Oh, man. That's a fucked up question.
I mean, it's something to think about, though. I think, like, I'm not trying. This is not an opportunity to make fun of anybody who is disabled or is deaf or blind, but it's an important thing to think about. Like,
I don't know.
People literally struggle with that shit. The thing that got me thinking about it was
Time out.
There you go, partner.
Man, like,
The thing that got me thinking about it was I saw a commercial for this shit. Oh, dude, you got a lighter tucked underneath the keyboard. You cannot see it at all
what
from
color
where
is
you
it?
are. It's green.
That's out of fucking
Oh, it's
fluid.
dead.
Yeah.
It's totally under the keyboard where you would never see it, though.
So, honestly, just so I can get the answer out of the way, like, quick. The first thing that came to mind, honestly, which might be surprising to you, I would rather be deaf.
Really?
Yeah. Even though that's so hard for me to say because I fucking love music.
I was just going to say, you give up music for that? I mean, not for that. Like, it's fucking nothing. It's obviously your sight.
Your sight is just like, dude, if I could
Hand me that.
if I would have never seen how beautiful this world is, you know, like, I don't know, man. I'm a visual person, just like, obviously I'm a auditorial, or, you know, I'm a sound guy, you know, I fucking love music. Like, when I listen to music, I feel like my visual shit just goes, like, my visual sense just goes away. Because you'll see me listening to shit and I'll just be like staring off in the distance, you know. I'm like totally just tuned in with my audio sense. But like, if I did have to pick one, it would be deaf because, you know, just for one, like walking around and shit would be a lot harder if you couldn't fucking see, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about basic needs in life. Like, sure, I would miss the music, but, like, if I was born deaf, I would have never known music, you know?
I think I would probably have to agree with you. Like, when I thought about it, it's like, man, it's such a hard decision to think. Like,
It
at
is.
first,
It's really hard.
At first, I thought right away, like, yeah, I definitely want to be able to see. But then I started thinking about all the things that I would have to give up, as far as like just anything having to do with my eyes, basically, dude. Like all the things that I couldn't do. Like I couldn't play sports anymore. You couldn't. I couldn't fucking take the dog for a walk with any kind of ease. I live on a 3rd-story apartment right now.
I would have never been able to see like beautiful women and
having to
tits
adapt
and
to that.
tits and ass and pussy. And
I also think you could the process of adapting to one or the other would be way easier. You know.
Yeah.
Like I could get as long as I could see, I could learn sign language.
Right.
I could still
You
talk
could
to. I could look at
communicate.
you and we could like communicate non-verbally,
Yeah.
and I could be like, dog. I can't hear you anymore, bro.
Yeah.
I hope you're making fucking sick tracks, but I can't hear them
Fucking-
anymore, dude.
Fuck you, man.
You know, like,
Yeah.
but I mean, but if I couldn't see, bro, I think the process of getting used to, you know, getting used to not being able to get around the way you've got around your entire life. I think that would be way more of a difficult and longer adjustment period than
Just life
if I
period.
lost my...
Life period for blind people is way harder, in my opinion. In my opinion, than deaf people. Like I'm being forced to make a fucking observation and a decision, and that's how I feel. You know, I ain't trying to fucking say that blind people have it, you know, worse than deaf people or vice versa or whatever the fuck. I'm just saying, if I had to choose, I would choose to be deaf because I think being blind is probably harder. You know, it's probably harder being blind because if you can see, you can walk around the corner, but if you can't see, you gotta like use the stick and shit. You know, like that just seems harder to me. You know, like.
Get a dope ass seeing eye dog.
Yeah, I mean, an animal could definitely help you out a lot. You know.
They're major for people that are fully blind.
For
man.
sure.
It's
For
so
sure.
crucial.
But
Dogs are good for so many things. Man.
yeah, but you know, you asked me to choose one, and I'm definitely gonna have to go with deaf, even though I would fucking miss the music. Oh my god, I would miss that shit.
Yeah, I think I would probably.
I would miss that shit.
I think I would probably go with being deaf. Also,
Yeah.
it would really, really suck. But I want to be able to see people. Then there's I don't know. I'm a really visual person.
Yeah.
Like there's something about like for me learning, I can learn a lot easier when I see something done right in front of me.
Right.
And just like seeing people, like I want to see things in life. I want to see, like you said, just the beauty of life. I want to see people grow up. I want to see, just
Yeah.
there's so many things in life I still want to see.
Right.
And I feel like I could still appreciate them even if I couldn't hear them.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for anybody that has to deal with that.
I know.
Any kind of
fucked
any
up, man.
disability, but something like that in particular, man.
It's fucked up. That's when you should wake up in life and be like, all right, I'm fucking good, bro. Why am I being such a pussy? You know, like when you wake up and
man.
and you're depressed or you fucking feel sorry for yourself, just be like, yo, I can fucking feel myself. I can hear myself. I can see. I'm fucking breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Heyo.
fucking piece of shit. I forgot to silence my phone every time. But yeah, dude, like, sometimes you just gotta wake up and fucking be thankful for the simple shit, man. That you're not deaf. You're not blind. You're not fucking impaired. You're not, you know, just be, you know, you wake up, you breathe, you're alive, fucking.
It might sound corny, but it's true, man.
It is, you know, like.
Most of us have a lot of things to be thankful for. Like I was saying earlier, like we're just think about if you could have been born anywhere and you were born right here.
Yeah.
In America,
Mm-hmm.
where you have some of the most freedoms of most places throughout the world. In California, where you can smoke weed, where we can do this and this is legal.
The
and
taxes
everything's
fucking
cool,
up the ass, but hey, we get to do what we want.
It is what it is, but The thing that got me thinking about that was I saw a commercial on TV for this fucking medication or some shit for some non-20. It's a thing called non-24. And it's like where it's for blind people that are fully blind, where they don't really have they lose their sense of like time and as far as like day and night.
Right.
You know.
Day and night.
They lose sense of like when it's daytime,
Right,
when
right,
it's
right.
nighttime, when the sun comes up,
It
when the
happens
sun
in
comes
Alaska
down.
too, during the fucking when it's dark all the time.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying though.
But you know, just it's just all these things that like you don't really think about until you like actually like really think about it and put yourself in that person's shoes, like in your mind, and think about all the fucked up shit that people have to deal with. Like,
I know, man. Life's a trip, bro. Honestly, like so many people get caught up in depression and like I've been one. I've been there. You feel me? Like shit happens, but like man, life is what you make it. You know, it's crazy if you really fucking think about it. You know, you could fucking stop what you're doing tomorrow. It'd be the hardest thing in the world. It's so hard for people to give up their job that they've had for 10 years and this and that. But like, you could just stop what you're doing tomorrow and go chase something else. You could, you know, if you wanted it bad enough, you know.
Yeah. To be real, man, like I have 2 brothers with disabilities, and like every time I start to think about like every time I start feeling bad for myself or sorry for myself or some shit, you know, or every time I get lazy, or I feel like I'm not doing what I need to be doing, or I'm not pushing, I'm not grinding, like I think about them. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think about all the opportunities, the things that I have an opportunity to do that they will never have the opportunity to do. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, like, they're both fucking amazing people. Like, they're my brothers, you know what I'm saying?
But you were given a little bit better hand than them.
It's just like, it's all these things, it's like, it goes back to all these things we're talking about, these things where you're just like, you're born into the world, man. Yeah. You don't have control over, like you said, what hand you're dealt.
Yeah.
You know?
But you do, though. I
mean, you can take it to people. That's what I'm saying. People like us that are born with, you can walk, you can talk. You know, you have no disabilities. Yeah. Like you have the world at your fingertips. Totally. You know what I'm saying?
It's all perception. It's like you might not think you were dealt pocket aces until you see a deaf person. Then you're like, oh man, like my hand looks, you know.
I can't remember the name of that guy that does motivational. So he does all kinds of shit, but he does motivational talks. The guy that doesn't have any arms or legs. I can't think of his fucking name right now.
I don't know, but he's a gangster.
You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
I think I've seen him before, but I'm not positive.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. There's people out there. Whatever you're going through,
dude. I had a football coach. I had a football coach with no hands.
Really?
And he could throw a football. He could hike a football.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, the fuck? I was like, I'm a pussy. You know, like it was real shit. He taught me a lot, man.
That's some real shit, man.
He taught me how to be
I feel like the universe kind of puts people like that. Like it's fucked up as it sounds. Like somebody has to like carry that badge to remind everybody else. Yeah. To get their shit together and to not sweat the small shit. Yeah. You know.
Stop being a bitch. Like
trust me, it's really inspiring when you see people.
I'm not telling everybody to, you know, not be a bitch because life is a bitch. But like, and I'm like guilty of it too. But like, sometimes you gotta fucking look bigger picture, you know? Get outside of your own little fucking head, get outside of your own little world and be like, life's good, man.
I feel like that's kind of human nature, though, you know what I'm saying? We always take what's in front of us, we always take our own kind of universe and the way, and our perception of things, and we kind of focus on things. And I feel like, at least me personally, like I find that no matter how good things are, I'm always focused on like one thing. Yeah. Like there's always one thing that I gotta work on, or one thing that I'm working towards.
Yeah, but there's one thing for certain though. Number one is health, mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? If you wake up, you're healthy mentally and physically, like you should be cool. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be. You know. That's just my opinion, though. You know.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. The moral of the story is just
smoke more perp.
What the fuck? How do we even get on this?
I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought on it though, so we should probably move on because I have no idea.
Deaf or blind?
Yeah.
That was me.
Okay, that was a good one. I picked F, and we're moving on.
You're so fucked.
Dude, I'm on my third beer, third blunt.
That's perfect. That's a great ratio.
I hope the viewers know that we're like, it's tough. This you get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. So yeah,
That's the point.
I totally just
Why
started.
do you think I was prepared?
Hey, shut the fuck up over there. All right, here we go. This one might be a little weird, but I don't even know if Google is necessarily the route I want to go with this. I don't think they'll have the right answer, but like, I'm asking you, as my homie, pretty much, what do you think is behind the psychoanalysis? I think that's what you call it. Psychoanalysis of why people hate and like belittle, like why do people hate on people that chase their dreams, be themselves? Why do people congregate together and like what is behind the psychoanalysis of that? Like why people hate on people that do what they want, what they dream, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Why do they belittle them? Why do they laugh at them? Why do people make fun of people that are trying to like do something,
I don't know, man.
Is that too hard? Is that too hard of a question right now?
No. It's good. It's real. That's what we're going for, right? I feel like people probably have their own reasons, and I feel like a lot of them like are internal.
Honestly, like I'm gonna be real. Like I've done it, and I'm trying to remember back when I did it, why I did it. You know what I'm saying? And I really think it goes down to like an ego thing. Like you don't want to see them succeed because you want to succeed, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man.
Right?
I think a
like
lot of it might be an ego thing. I think what I've been thinking about a lot lately is like when you talk to older people, when you talk to people a generation or two ahead of us,
right?
Who some of the opportunities that we have right now as far as future and people our age they don't have anymore because they're 55.
Yeah,
they're 45, they're 60.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, like they might still have a lot of life ahead of them, but
their good years are gone, unfortunately.
They don't have
their peak years, I should say. Every species has a peak year. Like they're on the backside.
I'm just saying when I talk to older people, they always tell me, go for your dreams.
Yeah.
Do that shit. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Do that.
It's because
It's
because they did.
And when you talk to younger people, it's always like, I think
what?
I think younger people just want to conform to the norm to kind of fit in and be accepted amongst their peers.
Yeah.
More, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And when someone's just straight fucking trying to like do something that only like 0.1 of the population ever gets to do.
It's like that high school thing, you know what I mean? You know how you remember high school?
Yeah.
We went to high school together. You remember how it was, and like fucking junior high, think back to elementary school. Like it's just human nature. We form these cliques and we form these little things.
That's what I'm saying. It's human nature, really, right? When you get down to it, it's like it's an instinctual thing almost to be like dominant, right? Like when you see someone and you're like, oh fuck, like he's really kind of doing his thing. Like fuck that. I want to do that, but I can't because I'm stuck at this 9 to 5, fucking yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a ego thing. I think. I don't know.
I feel like I said before, everybody has their own reasons for why. That's one thing I've been trying to remember lately is that like if somebody acts some type of way towards you,
right?
It's usually sometimes it's about you, and sometimes it's about them.
Yeah.
It's not always about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean. Yeah, I mean, put it this way. Here's a good example that just kind of popped in my head. Hopefully I can put it out on fucking wax the right way. So, like, when you're, say me and you, right, we're fucking competing for this hot bitch, right, in high school. We're like,
what does she look like?
Bad. Fucking dime, you know what I'm saying? Fucking 5'8", blonde bitch, perfect titties, fat ass, little camel toe. Anyways, we're both competing for her, right? We both want to date her, but we're like homies. But we also play on the football team together, right? and we both want to start, right? And you like make a dope catch.
I moss that shit.
I should cheer you on as a friend, right? But like I know that she's watching. So it
Yeah, if
pisses me off.
If it's something like that where there's
Right?
like a personal competition
Right.
between two people.
But I'm just saying that's what all these little things are what I think contribute to why people hate on people doing that, right? Like they'd be like, "Oh, damn, fucking like my boy Lieb, he's fucking doing the music thing and he's like hella dope and shit." And like if somebody were to see him getting like mad pussy and shit, they'd be like, "Damn." They would hate on him because, you know, he's getting way more pussy than me, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or am I just fucking completely
No, I get what you're
butchering
saying.
it?
I think what, like I say, what the thing is, whether it's that thing or it's something else, I think it's human nature to get jealous.
Jealousy,
And I think
yeah.
that's what it comes down to.
That's
like,
what it
you're
is.
talking about, it comes down to jealousy.
That's a good
And
word.
that's just another trait of human beings, you
That's
know?
a good word. Yeah, it's jealousy.
None of
really.
us are perfect, man. We're all human, and that's just one part of being human is jealousy. It goes back to it's as fucking instinctual and tribal as can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It goes back to fucking cavemen, I'm sure.
That's if you had to put it in one word, I'd say that you nailed it. Jealousy.
But that's not always what it is. Like if you gotta learn to separate. That's how you know. Like that's how you know if people are you just gotta surround yourself by the right type of people. The type of people that are real. Like if you can hate on something, but be real about it.
Right.
Have that be as long as that's the same take that you have, no matter where you go. It follows you everywhere. If you're talking to A, you have the same take. If you're talking to B, you have the same
Right.
take. If that's real, if that's how you actually feel, and you're not just saying what you think the people
In
around
that
you
moment,
want to hear.
In that moment, yeah.
That's what I think too many people do wrong, man. They're just not themselves. They say what people around them want to hear,
Right.
or what they think they want to
Right,
hear.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
some
funny.
people just see through that shit after a while, man. You
That's
know?
funny. I had a bullet point on this thing right here that was like pretty much the day that you start living your life, and like I'm not trying to be a fucking preacher here, you know what I'm saying? It's just like something that I actually literally just
Always happen to get preachy at some point. In this
I know, man. It's the alcohol, I think, or the Kush or something. But like, let me just do this little 30-second thing. I'll fucking stop preaching. But like,
Drop it on me.
like, dude, honestly, like it's something I went through pretty recently. You know what I'm saying? Like the day, and I'm not talking to you. I'm just like, I guess I'm preaching. But like the day that you start living your life, doing what you want to do, and literally just not giving a fuck about what other people think, because like so many people go through their life like constantly do like their actions are based on what they think other people want.
Especially in the social media era.
Yes, and that's just ruining it even more, man. Like, I won't even get into that because then I'll just preach all day long.
No,
but
no,
like,
no. Elaborate. I'm about to take a dab. Go ahead, elaborate.
I mean, dude, it's like, you know, if you like, people go out, they have fun, but like, a good example is like now, you wouldn't like necessarily do something if you think you're gonna get caught doing it on social media, right? Like, that's already bending reality. Like, kind of like the butterfly effect, you know? Like, social media is putting a fat damper on, like, what people should really do to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going with that? Like, say Johnny's fucking crazy and when he gets blacked out drunk, he likes to get buck naked. You know what I'm saying? Johnny's probably not going to do that. He's probably not going to get blackout drunk anymore because there's a million cell phones around that could probably capture him and, you know, post him or whatever. That's a dumb example, but...
But society now says that he shouldn't be doing that anyway, right? That's like sexual harassment.
Right.
I don't know. That might be. I don't know what.
My point being is fucking live your life. Do what you want to do. Don't worry about what I think, what Shane thinks, what fucking the media thinks. Who cares, man? Literally. I mean, obviously, don't do some dumb shit, you know?
Nah, but
obviously,
I think I think the thing is, bro, be real. Do some shit that's real to you. Like
Yeah.
you're saying, I think that might be why people gravitate towards this weird viral shit. The fucking Tekashi 6ix9ines and the fucking
the Tide
Little
packets.
Xans of the world,
Yeah.
and you know, just you think about like the entertainment industry and shit.
Yeah.
sometimes people just want to see weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that that's weird shit, but people want to see stuff that is not the norm. People want to see. Maybe that's what's attractive about that type of thing, that lane. You know what I mean? Is the fact that you look at it and you're like, oh well, that might be not be my style, but it looks like they're doing them.
Right.
You know what I mean? It looks like they're, you know, whatever that thing is, whatever that style that they have is, whatever that thing that they're pushing is.
Yeah.
If it's, you can tell if it's real or not. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, you just gotta live life doing what you want to do. That's all. That's all I got. What's your next one? Next topic, please.
Let's see what I got here for you.
Give me the next topic now.
Who decided what names would be short for what?
Huh?
Like, who decided William was going to be Bill? Why isn't it just like Will?
Will. Why isn't it Will? Is William Bill?
Who decided Robert was going to turn into Bob?
Why isn't it Rob?
Why isn't it Rob? Exactly.
What the fuck?
Who decided that?
Yeah, I want to know who. I want to know who decided a lot of things. Like who called a car a car. Who called a hat a hat?
Like maybe somebody who had a lot of power at one point.
Who made the fucking English language?
Maybe some guy named Teddy had beef with some guy named William, and when they were filling out all the nickname paperwork, that fucking Teddy was president, and he was like, "Fuck you, William." And there was some guy that everybody hated named
Bill.
Bob, or Bill, or whatever the fuck, Bill. He's like, your nickname is Bill now. Now I can just call you Bill.
And you have to take it.
It's just a weird little. That's an idea.
I mean, if you want to really get into that, like who made up the English language? Like, was it one person? Was it an evolution? Did it start with one word and now it's at fucking X amount of words? Like, did it start with I, and then the next day it was I and you? And then the next day was it like...
English came from like the Europeans, right?
I'm just saying, who... Was it created in one day? Was it created in a week?
I don't know shit. I don't know nothing.
I don't either.
Know motherfucking thing,
I'm
dude.
fucked up. I'm fucked up. I feel like my eyes are shut. I can't even fucking breathe.
Who decided that though?
Not me.
Will is Bill.
I mean,
all the people I've ever known that were Bills are actually Williams.
William Shatner, yeah. You haven't heard of him? Oh my god.
Alright, that was a quick hitter. What you got?
I'm fucking boxed out.
Let's get this fucking thing rolling.
What thing?
I'm taking another dab in this.
Oh my god. I had to fucking tap out of that blunt for a little bit. Ew. Okay. I got a lighter one for you. Baseball, right?
Baseball.
We both like baseball, right?
Sure.
I'm a Giants fan.
I'm not. I mean,
You're an A's fan.
fuck with the Giants, but
The A's are alright too. I just, grew up. Look at this badass motherfucker.
yeah, I feel you.
Look at this badass motherfucker, man.
Barry
One of the best baseball players of all time, right?
Barry Bonds.
Fucking
Barry
Gelato
Bonds.
25, aka Barry Bonds. You don't have a strain name. Look at that. Look at that.
You don't have a strain named after you. Are there any other strains named after baseball players?
No, probably not.
There's probably a few
But,
basketball players. I don't know about baseball players.
That is the stroke of a fucking beast right there.
Fucking Barry, dude.
I remember watching Giants games, just being like, Barry's gonna hit a homer, maybe 3.
Dude, if the crazy thing about that was if they threw him a pitch, he hit it out.
I
if
know.
they threw him a pitch that was anything
It
decent,
was either
the only
an-
time he got out is when he got bored of getting walked and would
Yeah.
just swing at some bullshit.
Some crazy bullshit, yeah. Like, it was either an intentional walk or a fucking home run.
Roids or not, that's the greatest baseball player I've ever seen. The greatest hitter I've ever seen.
Dude, You can't teach that kind of fucking hand-eye coordination.
Even if he take his same numbers, leave him the same, and give him 25 home runs a year instead of 73. Still, maybe the greatest hitter I've ever seen. He just give you the most professional at bat I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know.
His pitch selection was fucking amazing. His swing was amazing. Like, did steroids maybe give him a little more strength? Yeah, but like, I've hit a few dingers in my fucking career, and I'll honestly tell you, I'll tell you that the ones that I hit out were the ones where I took a little bit off my swing. I focused more on just trying to get the sweet spot.
It's all about barreling one up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, I think that Barry Bonds got fucked, man. He got fucked in the dick. They kicked his dick in. They kicked his fucking dick in because he deserves fucking to be in the Hall of Fame. He deserves, like, you cannot teach that hand-eye coordination, that swing, that dedication, that fucking drive, that competitiveness. Like, yeah, did they make him a little fucking stronger? Yeah, okay. But that motherfucker was hitting it in the ocean, like, 100 feet past... Dude, even if he was fucking not roided up, he'd still be hitting them out, you know? Like, he was hitting them way out, dude, way out. Like, even if he wasn't on roids, he would be hitting them over the fence, you know?
Splash hits in McCovey Cove.
Like, way out in the bay, though. So, yeah, I think Barry Bonds got fucking dicked, but...
It's kind of fucked that he's not in the Hall of Fame. I mean, to be honest, Barry Bonds was
he was an icon.
He was a Hall of Famer way before... He could have quit before the alleged steroid use.
God, those were the days. Those were the days.
Obviously, he did use steroids.
Remember Barry Bonds weren't... I mean... Oh, man, I'm fucked up.
Good.
Remember baseball games were like never fucking empty when we were growing up? Like, you'd see them on TV, it'd be like the Cardinals versus the Giants, dude, and that shit would be rowdy, dude. It'd be Mark McGwire versus Barry Bonds, like that shit used to.
In those days.
God, that was the baseball, dude. Baseball.
That was the golden days of baseball in our lifetime.
Totally, like, dude, that was like baseball is nothing compared to that in my eyes right now.
Dude, I try baseball is the only sport I still play, like, actively. You know what I mean? It's the least sport. It's the last sport I want to watch.
It's not.
What is it about?
It's not
that?
fun to watch, dude. But
it
was. But it was back.
But dude, the thing is, they're hitting more home runs now than ever.
I think
that's not it.
They put something in the ball. They made the ball bouncier or something.
Bouncier ball, Dan says.
It's a bouncier ball, I'm telling you.
Barry didn't give a fuck. You throw that fool a wiffle ball, he'll hit it out.
He will, man. Barry's the fucking man.
It's a shame he's not in the Hall of Fame.
But I also brought that up because I wanted you to bring... Who is the best A's... Who is the best athletic of all time? And let's look him up right now.
Probably Ricky Henderson.
Ooh, nice. I like that. I was going to say Jason Giambi.
That's my favorite of all time.
Giambi... Ricky be stealing them bags.
Yeah. Greatest leadoff hitter of all time.
Yeah, Ricky's the man, dude. I want to see a picture of this.
As far as my favorite... Dude, he played till he was like 50-something.
Stealing bags,
I've never seen any... Dude, in our modern... Name an athlete that you know, a stud athlete that's played past 45.
Taking off on fools.
He's like he's an instructor for the A's now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's...
Listen, y'all, this is how you steal base.
Look at that form right there, dude.
Look at that. Just fucking...
Also probably roided out.
Yeah, you never know.
Juice to the gills.
Gangster, though. And I feel like baseball is on its way out, though.
I wouldn't say that, man. Baseball's been around for fucking...
Yeah, but they gotta be struggling.
Years?
Hey, they gotta be struggling, bro. When you ain't... Dude, have you seen baseball stadiums on TV?
I think it's because we've been watching the A's and the Giants the last couple of years, and they suck.
Dude, I've, like, flipped through quite a few baseball games, and there's never anybody in the crowd. Never.
Yeah, I guess
never.
I guess attendance definitely is
Never,
probably
dude.
down. I think
attendance is down.
I think attendance to a lot of sporting events is down.
Look at what happened in Vegas. Fuck, man. You can't tell me that when you go to a fucking music festival now that ain't in the back of your mind.
Definitely is.
Am I a fucking criminal for saying that? No.
Or maybe we're a little paranoid. I don't know. I think maybe I think a little differently when I'm at events with a lot of people, or maybe I just look around for different things.
There's gonna be hella people out there and be like, you can't live your life in fear.
They're
like-
right.
They're right, but when you go to the next fucking 3-day fucking music festival, just think. Just think, maybe, you know, you never know. So, Purple Kush, GDP, Cadillac Purple Cadillac.
Ricky was the GOAT.
Ricky was the GOAT, man.
He's had a lot of studs though. Eric Chavez was my favorite when I was a kid.
Eric
Chavez.
Chavez.
Third base.
Chavez or Chavez? Eric Chavez.
Chavez.
Eric Chavez.
Probably Chavez.
Chavez.
Or if you're gonna say it all Americaned out, Chavez.
Chavez.
I don't know. I don't think he cares.
Yeah, he probably doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Was that me? Was that you? I think that was you.
That was me.
All right, my last one here.
Yeah, I think that was my
one's,
last one. No, maybe not.
See, this is just a stat to think about. 6 out of 10 Americans have less than $500 in the bank.
How many?
$500.
No.
6 out of 10. 60% of Americans.
60%?
Yep.
We're some busters. That's fucking weak, dude. Are you kidding me?
Look it up.
We some broke.
Say what percentage of Americans have more than $500
average
in the bank?
American.
I hope
bank.
I hope the statistic that I heard was on the high end.
What is it called, dude? Why does my brain not work? What's balance? Bank balance. Bank balance. Is
how say what does the average American how much does the average American have in their bank account?
That's really hard to type right now.
You're doing a great job.
How much does the average American have in their
bank account?
I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. 21, 21, 20, 23, 24, 25, 28, 27. Right?
46, 72, 96, 47. 11,
Here's
12.
how much money Americans have in their savings accounts. If your savings account balance is hovering at or below $1,000, you're not alone. According to a 2017 GoBank's Rate Survey, more than half of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account.
More than half have less. So yeah, that sounds about 57% have less than 1,000. So,
oof.
My statistics probably a little bit exaggerated. That one's probably a little bit more accurate. That one might even be exaggerated too. Let's say it's
1,500. That's still buster.
Say 1,500. 50% have less than 1,500. Just think about how many.
That's nothing.
I just wrote that down to show how many people are living paycheck to paycheck.
That's half my fucking rent.
But it's just in savings though.
Yeah.
Like money that they have put aside. Like most people are making enough just to get by, to pay their rent. Like you're surrounded by people that are paying just as much as you in that complex.
Working at fucking Five Guys.
And it's not even like great, you know what I mean? It's not crazy. It's not fucking
it's fucked up.
We're not living in these gated communities out here like when we
wonder,
moved back from Colorado, it was like a reality check how much rent had gone up in the last 3 years.
Like I go into a gas station out here, I'm like, how the fuck does that gas station attendant afford to be a gas station attendant in the Bay Area?
They're most likely living with their parents, man.
It's fucked up.
It's a lot.
Man.
That's one thing that's way more common.
What if they're like 60?
A lot of older people are moving in with their, it's
with
just
their
like
kids, yeah.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Like people are doing what they have to do to get by, bro.
It's fucked up, man. And meanwhile, the fucking landlords out here are just eating fucking.
Yeah, but they're getting hit with fucking property taxes and all this other bullshit.
I know.
Like, everybody's getting fucked somewhere along the line.
I know.
It seems like.
You know,
at least that's the feeling.
Dude,
in
the global economy is just collapsing and everyone's suffering from it. Like,
yeah,
it's fucked up. Like, we built a system that does not work. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I refuse to end on some negative shit.
No negative shit. Yeah, you want to hear my last one?
Yeah, I'll hear your last one, and then I'll end.
And then
with
you'll
something
trump me?
a little better.
Manscaping. Do you manscape?
I fucking manscape.
Like how though? Like, so there's certain ways. So you do the electric buzzer.
Yeah, it's so much easier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I go with the razor for the nuts, but it's a careful
You razor
job.
your nuts?
Dude, it's a careful job.
Oh,
It
no.
is a...
No
it's
way.
an art, bro.
I don't-
Okay, only if I'm trying to fucking get the nuts ready for a special occasion. Like if it's like if a wedding, a really important blowjob.
A really important blowjob is.
There's certain situations where I'll take the razor to nut. Otherwise, I just let the nuts hang.
Yeah.
But
honestly, I just
for the rest of the shit,
yeah. For real, no guard, right? No guard, just straight.
Nah, they make crazy shit now, dude.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It doesn't come with a guard, but it's like kind of got a built-in thing where you're not gonna cut yourself as long as you're not getting your nutsack caught in it. You know.
You have it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! You gotta put me up on game.
It's the shit. Yeah, I'll show you after this.
I use like a portable beard trimmer.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. I have one of those that I use for my beard and one that I use for my nuts.
Me too. That's fucking. That's
I used
dope.
it for my asshole yesterday. You can try it out later if you want.
You do your asshole? I mean, I do like a little bit. I do my gooch, and I do like a little. Not really the asshole. I just do the gooch. I do the gooch, the balls, the pubic area.
Anything that's in fair territory. If it's if
Yeah.
it's a foul ball,
Foul
I'll
ball.
just let it go.
Just let the foul ball
If it's
go.
in fair territory, I make sure the grass is nice and
Yeah.
even. You know.
Just let the foul ball go. We'll leave it at that. If you can see it, if it's in the field of play, you cut it.
Manscaping, but that goes further than just the genitals, right? That goes for your beard. I see you all lined up over there.
Yeah.
You got the gel in your hair.
I was mainly
You're on
talking.
fleek.
I was mainly talking about the like dick region, like. But
Is that manscape? I think in general, manscaping is just like the whole.
yeah,
deal.
yeah. So I keep the armpits,
Yeah,
right? Because that's like
it's probably the way to go.
who fucking shaves their armpits.
Maybe you want to be a little faster.
I do the beard up real
A little
nice.
quicker in the pool.
I do. Fucking Phelps. I do the beard up nice, so I do like to line the beard up nice. Other than that, I got the fucking gel on fleek, but I'm about to fucking come with some crazy shit. But we'll save that for the next one. Other than that, yeah, I just shave my nuts. What about what's your last one?
Yeah,
dude?
nut shaving is awesome.
I gotta say, I'm quite bent right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a little bent off Kush.
How is it possible that people cannot have sex before marriage?
Oh my god, I have no idea. I could have never.
In 2018.
I could have never done that, dude. I was thinking about sex.
Like Russell Wilson and his wife, who's that?
No,
Yeah.
they still haven't fucked.
No, they didn't fuck till they got married. Like I think they were both virgins when they got married or some shit. Now where to put them?
What?
Pretty sure.
I don't know, man. Like, for one, whoever came up with that is redonkulous. You know, like, oh man, I started thinking about fucking when I was in like junior high. You know, there was no way I was getting to marriage before I was fucking.
Fuck no.
Like,
But I think it's also because we grew up into like you didn't grow up in a super religious household.
I mean, dude,
We grow up in today's society in a sexualized culture where there's
I'm just
just
gonna go back to,
advertisements
like-
and shit everywhere.
No,
we
but
grew up
that-
in the internet age where porn was one click away.
that's not it though. Like, dude, I'm gonna go back to like, again, fucking look at any other species on this earth. Can you tell me one species that practices monogamy? Or does the male
There's a
does
couple.
the male just come in,
Look it up.
fucking lay his shit down,
How many?
bam,
How many?
bust his nut, reproduce, and get the
Look
fuck
that
out?
up. I'm actually really interested in that one. How many species mate, monogamous. There's probably a better way to look that up when you're not drunk and high.
How many species practice monogamy? You might be a
5,000 species of mammals. 3 to 5%.
Only 3 to 5% are known to form lifelong
bonding pairs. There's certain birds that do that, bro. They travel across the world and they come back and they meet each other at the same fucking
That's true
point
love right there.
How crazy is that
Are you
shit, though, dude?
What kind of bird?
I don't know. Look that shit up.
What is it called? The lovebird?
How crazy is that shit, though, that birds can, like, circumnavigate and shit and, like, fly across the
say
fucking
that again.
planet? Circumnavigate?
Oh,
that may or may not
What's
be
that
right.
mean?
That means they can, like, fly across the world. Like, they don't have GPS on their phone. You know what I'm saying? They can fly across. They can start right here in the wintertime.
Sail?
They'll go right here in the wintertime down here where it's warm, and then they'll fly up here in the summertime.
Hey, you just blew my mind, dude. I'm not going to lie. Circumnavigate. Sail or travel all the way around something, especially the world.
There you go. Word of the week.
Circumnavigate is the word of the fucking week, everybody. Circumnavigate by Shane O'Mac.
Next week, we're coming with all the segments fucking ready to go.
Ready to
Hot
rock.
lava.
Ha!
We're fucking...
Hot lava.
We're dropping them. We got 3 or 4 fucking maybe more ready to go.
No, but for real, circumnavigate. That's the fucking word of the week. For real. Circumnavigate. Anyways, that is fucking nuts. That's nuts that birds can do that. Like...
Start over here when it's nice and warm. Oh, it gets cold. Let me get down here below the equator. I'll go down here.
Yeah. Oh, and then, hey, I'll fly the other way. I'll fly the opposite way, and I'll meet you here.
You know I'm obsessed with being able to fly.
They just do that. They like, I'll meet you on the other side in about fucking 2 years.
What if we invent the technology someday to be able to, like, speak the language of each species?
Oh, my God. That'd be so sick. I would talk to animals all day.
Dude, what if you could talk to your dog? What if they figure out a way to do that? But do other species talk?
We do talk to them though. I want them to talk back. That's what I want. If I could sit there and talk to animals and they could talk back to me, oh man.
They do understand some shit, but it's like when they I have 4 dogs, so I hear them make all kinds of different sounds to each other. Sometimes I wonder, like, what do they mean? Like, they understand between themselves. But is it just like pitches and shit and more body language that just kind of gives off a certain vibe, which is like either come fuck with me or get out of here, don't fuck with me?
Yeah. It's certain pitches, like no, versus like hey, you know?
Yeah. Like, but I mean, like, even like Lucy, she knows her toys by like which one I talk about.
Right.
If I say like go get your toys, she'll go grab any one. If I say go grab your frisbee, she'll go grab the frisbee. If I say go grab your ball, she'll go grab your ball. If I say go grab the blue frisbee, she grabs the blue frisbee.
That's crazy.
She's fucking smart, dude.
That's crazy.
A little bulldog, you know. I thought they were gonna be meatheads when I got one, but she's smart.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it is crazy to think about some people. Like, the original question was,
I wish I could fly, dude. I wish I could fly, bro.
You're just thinking about flying right now.
I believe I could fly. Right? I feel like I'm
How
flying.
come I never have those dreams?
Give me
dude?
the torch.
I have all these fucking weird ass dreams, and I've never had a dream that I could fly.
Yeah, I mean...
ridiculous for not having a lighter on here.
I believe I can fly. I just don't dream I can fly.
I believe I can fly.
Right?
I believe I can touch the sky.
Do we end it on that? Or?
Think about it every night and day.
Hey. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. See me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
I believe I can
fly. I believe I can fly.
I believe in me.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Peace out, Real Ones Podcast,
Purple
episode
Kush.
5.
Grape lovers.
I'm Danny Flavors.
See you next week.
Peace.